Antoine Patterson.
Good afternoon,
Already, Judge. Portia, please tell me, Mr. Patterson, please state your name for the record, sir.
Antoine Patterson.
He apologizing for not having on pants. Mr. Bellinger did not tell him he had to wear pants. So.
Oh yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I and it's laundry day. I promise. Like I missed when I was supposed to go to Hope Clinic, and I had missed that when it was like 98 outside, and I was supposed to go to Hope Clinic yesterday. Well, I don't remember the day, but we rescheduled it for Monday, and I got like 4 big bags of clothes, and I actually wore these already, and I don't even got my right belt. Like
He apologizes, Judge, for not having
to the deepest of depths of my apology. I apologize.
There's a lot more information I need.
He does have colorful socks, Judge.
What?
He does have nice, colorful socks, though.
You fix those out on purpose. No, I'm kidding.
So
I get it.
The court should have 2 things in the file, Your Honor. If the court's willing to do a plea, we have a plea and advice of rights in the form. If it arrives too late, we also have a green sheet for an adjournment, Your Honor. So whatever the court's pleasure.
Why would you be too late in the form?
Okay.
It's not going to be a no contest plea.
No, Judge. All right.
So it'd be pleading, what the plea form indicates is that pleading guilty to domestic violence.
Yes.
That being count 2. Count 1, the child abuse. 3rd would be dismissed. There is actually also prosecutor and defendant. Yeah. So it's actually checked both 3 and 4 that you're agreeing to 7694A 2 years probation. The offer is contingent on the defendant having no assaultive contact with the minor victim or anyone else since the incident date for the case. When did not have contact with any minor children under his biological children. Oh, so that's the CPS recommendation. The only part of this that I want to make sure the court's understanding is that I read that to mean that if there is a accusation that comes up that is not known at this point.
Slight modification, Your Honor. So there has been allegations, and I know both sides have tried very diligently to figure out what those are specifically, and we're just not getting enough information. So in the interest of moving this forward, we've adjourned quite a few times. It's contingent on if I receive information or anyone receives information that the victim has been harmed in any way by the defendant since the incident that underlies this case, then that changes everything. We would withdraw the offer, and of course, the plea would then be void essentially, and we'd be back here.
That you're understanding.
That is what Mr. Bellinger negotiated. Yes, Judge.
Wow. Okay. I haven't sworn.
Right hand. Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony about to give with the true self you got?
Yes.
State your name.
Antoine Patterson Sr.
Sir, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of domestic violence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
That is a misdemeanor punishable after 93 days of jail, $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. You understand also, sir, why are they forgetting this?
Oh, this shit.
I just checked.
Oh.
And I want to make sure he understands. So.
Okay. Yes, Judge. So he won't be
So you understand that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge in this matter. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
That you would be sentenced before Judge Washington.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, understanding all of that, do you still wish to plead guilty?
Is it okay to ask a question?
Sure.
Okay, so when you say sentencing, I get to the sentencing court date, the 2-year probation thing and the 4A, that's when I do my probation and I'm off, like I don't have to try to get it expunged, correct?
Well, I think what he's asking is if he successfully completes his probation under 4A, will this be removed from his record per the statute?
And the probation is what I'm going under. So when I get to the sentence, and he's just going to sentence, is it like for a short 2 years probation, or can it be up to 2 years?
The way I read this plea agreement is that you're agreeing to 2 years probation.
Okay, yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay.
Just wanted to clarify. Yes, I still
Okay.
want to plead guilty.
You still want to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
All right. You have any other questions?
No, sir.
All right. To that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
You signed an advice of rights form.
Yes,
Is that correct?
I believe so.
Any
Yeah.
question regarding those rights?
No, sir.
Look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on the form.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, sir.
and of your own free will.
Yes, sir.
All right. On the date, did you wish to write or you want me to write?
I will prefer you to, Your Honor.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I just didn't know in terms of specifics. On July 8th, 2000, between the dates of July 8th, 2024 and July 9th, 2024, at the location of 2871 Binding Drive, apartment 308 in Ypsilanti Township, Washtenaw County, state of Michigan. What did you do that makes you think that you're guilty of this offense?
I had a lapse of emotions and made an erratic decision on impulse of high concern.
And what did you do?
I hit a kid and I hit him. I gave him what I feel was a whooping.
Was this child in your household?
Yes, sir.
All right. And so that you had that relationship with the child that you lived together.
Yes.
And I'm a little bit concerned as to you intentionally did the acts to this child that, as you say, constitute a whooping.
Say that. I'm sorry. Say that again, please.
The acts that you did intentionally.
Intentionally. No, I don't want to say like I didn't intend to. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Can I help you?
Stop you right there. Because, go ahead.
Thank you. What Judge is asking you, I think you had a conversation with Mr. Bellinger before he left, was you had a relationship with this child that lived in the home with you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a yes?
Yes.
Okay. And you proceeded to hit that child.
Yes.
And you knew what you were doing.
Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much yes. So yes.
Well, pretty much yes, or
Yes.
So you knew what you were doing, and you whooped that child, correct?
Yes.
And that could be considered by some, the court, the prosecutor, an excess of what was appropriate.
Yes.
That's a yes?
Yes.
If the court wants to adjourn for Mr. Bellinger to have more conversations,
I think I'm not going to accept his plea. I'm a little bit concerned.
okay.
Pardon?
I'm sorry. I spoke out of turn.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so this has been going on for a while. I'm trying to get the sentence under it because when I went to Michigan Works to try to get into the electrician.
Okay,
Hold on.
listen to me, sir. The problem is, and I understand you may be wanting to move this along, the prosecutor wants to move it along, everybody wants to move it along. The difficulty is, for me, is I have to be assured and convinced that you're voluntarily pleading on this, number one, and that what you are telling me you did would constitute this crime.
Okay.
All right? Because of the way that you answered some of the questions. I'm not saying it's answered wrong. I'm just saying because of the way that you answered the questions, also because of some of the things and hesitation that you had in response to questions, I have some concerns as to whether or not you believe that you may be guilty of this offense. And so for your protection, as well as the protection of the plea and the integrity of the plea, I'm going to adjourn this. I'm not going to accept your plea today. I'm going to adjourn this out and allow you to speak with counsel
Okay.
some additional time. All right?
All right. Thank you, sir. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
And what I will do then is I will adjourn this to the 17th.
Thank you, Judge.
Sparrowwood Apartments versus Regina Agnew.
Jillian Ingen for plaintiff.
Yep, here she comes.
And God is still good.
Yes, ma'am. How are you? What's your name?
Regina Agnew. Look, can I say something?
I haven't been able to stop you ever since. Go ahead.
Testing 1, 2. You know, it's viewers. These viewers. If only you knew, it's a video going around about me.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
But God is still on the throne. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you,
All right.
Your Honor?
I'm doing well.
Okay. Great to hear.
All right. What are we doing?
I have a balance including court costs of $1,004.
All right. Ms. Agnew, how are we going to get this paid?
I already paid it. Remember I requested escrow?
Oh, you know what? You did. I did not look at my paperwork. And
I want to make sure the viewers know that I paid it.
you have 2 receipts?
She had 3.
What do you have as a total?
Oh, well, 804 is from today.
Oh, she paid today, so.
Yeah, and then there was 520. So 1304 is in escrow.
Mine, I have a total of 785.
Because as I was sitting there, I realized, wait, I still owe them $19 more. That's what I'm.
Oh, this is a receipt for a payment of, okay, gotcha. So you have how much in?
1304.
And the balance is 1304. So,
And they still haven't completed my door, but they want that money.
okay. So they didn't come to your door?
The sliding door, someone came out a week and a half ago,
Okay.
and they replaced it, but above the ledge, I have pictures as well. There's still an opening. So
All right. So let's do
there's
this.
still stuff getting in, and they did come back yesterday to finish that trim. Started pouring down raining.
Got it. Okay.
But I don't understand because when I moved in, I mean, this really should not be a problem. It's just who and what units they prioritize.
A lot of people think I don't remember when they talked to me before.
Oh, no, I know. I didn't say this part that I was about to say, but I won't say.
Oh, no, go ahead. Tell me. Then if you're going to tell me something new, go ahead.
It just behooves me how I moved in on March 25th and all of this was not done. And the neighbor that had already been living there, may God bless and rest his soul, he passed away. And they have completed that unit. It looks immaculate. He passed away after I moved in. And here it is. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's just so unfair. And I spoke with someone named Jessica. Do you know Jessica?
Probably.
Okay, because I had called to speak with Robert, left a message, and someone called me back named Jessica. And she said, "You haven't paid June rent yet?" I said, "It's in escrow. I paid part and I will pay the remainder tomorrow. I have a court day." I said, "Is this why things are not, getting done?" She said, "Oh, no. I just asked. I wanted to know." And so I explained to her things that I have been sending in the resident portal of what needs to be taken care of, and it has not been taken care of. And it's so unfair where there was a man that passed away after I moved in, and that unit is immaculate, and they already have a lease that's signed, and someone is about to move in. That
Gotcha.
my voice is breaking, and I'm going to stop.
Can you check into that?
I can, yes, I can. I can make sure that the work orders are getting.
Okay. And the court has her rent through June. So I'm going to adjourn this out to the July 11th date. And I I'd like to see all of our repairs done so we,
Even with my front door.
Okay. Ms. Agnew, would you call our office and leave your email address? I'll
Okay.
email you back. And I'll email you and you can provide me a list of repairs so that we can just make sure that I am up to date on what needs to be done.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it so much.
all right.
Your number is,
Glad you're taking-
thank you, Your Honor.
You're
You
welcome.
have a blessed one. And always know God is good. You know, miracles happen every day.
Absolutely. They do. Like Alan showed up for work. Miracle. No. No. I didn't even say that out loud. I know. I don't know. It's just been on you all day.